Hi, my name is Zahid Ghadiali and I am a senior director at a company called Parallel Wireless. So, Parallel Wireless or PW as we call it is a young and innovative company and are leaders of Open RAN. So, along with my role at PW, I also write a lot of blogs and make videos under the 3G 4G brand. Africa is a continent full of potential on its way to achieving some great technological breakthroughs. So, to provide an idea to people who may not be aware of the potential of African continent, the population of Africa today is just over 1.3 billion people. So, by 2050, it is expected to be roughly around 2.5 billion people, and by the end of 21st century, which is to say by 31st December 2100, Africa is expected to have over 4 billion people. Now, some have estimated this number to be as high as 4.5 billion. Now, this is a huge number, as it means Africa would be home to roughly one third of the global population. Today, in our industry, when you look at connectivity in Africa, you see many issues. Prices of phones are quite high for most of the people. The voice and data prices are quite high too. So, except for a few places, there isn't really seamless 3G or 4G coverage, not enough reliable backhaul, etc. So, there is a problem at every level from devices to the network. While some things will change slowly, others can be changed at a much faster pace. And this is where we see Open RAN having a big impact in Africa. To avoid any confusion, I should actually point out here that Open RAN applies to all generations of mobile technologies, or all Gs as we call it. That is to say, Open RAN applies to 2G, 3G, 4G and 5G. So, traditionally, the mobile network equipment made by one vendor does not work with equipment from other vendors. So, there is a lot of interoperability tests which are required between different vendors supplying any radio access network or RAN equipment. This is very difficult for some operators or even for smaller players who may need a cheaper and more innovative solution. The Open RAN movement was started to overcome this monopoly of the big vendors who have been locking in operators with their equipment. So, Open RAN implies that the interfaces between different nodes within the RAN is open. This way, an operator can mix and match equipment from multiple vendors. The movement started gaining momentum after Facebook founded the Telecom Infra Project, or TIP. It got more boost after the ORAN Alliance was created by the merger of XRAN Forum and the CRAN Alliance. Vodafone and Telefonica were the two pioneer operators that decided to try out Open RAN in their live network, and the trials were very successful. Today, the Open RAN movement is supported by many different operators, and nearly all equipment vendors except maybe one or two support Open RAN. So, coming back to the question, how will it help Africa? It will allow operators to innovate further. The flexibility of Open RAN will allow them to improve their coverage, capacity and deploy equipment in the trickiest of locations. There are quite a few operators here in Africa that are looking at trialing and deploying Open RAN solutions. So, we are very fortunate to work with most of them. Vodafone has successfully trialed Open RAN in multiple markets outside of Africa, and they are now bringing these to Africa. Vodacom has been doing some lab trials as well as some field trials. MTN is another operator looking at widespread Open RAN deployments. At AfricaCom last year, they announced 5,000 sites across Africa that will be based on Open RAN. Another operator trying Open RAN is Zain. And finally, Orange recently announced that they will be deploying Open RAN in Central African Republic, but the plan is to actually bring Open RAN to all their subsidiaries in Africa. In the long term, Open RAN will help operators improve coverage and capacity across Africa at a much lower cost. This should translate eventually to lower costs for voice and data for the end consumers. There will also be opportunity for more innovative services that will be created in Africa, but then will be exported to the world. The most popular example of this is the mobile money initiatives that started in Africa initially and then spread to the different parts of the world. If you look at Open RAN technology as such, you will have software and hardware, you can have software and hardware from different vendors that can be plugged and played. So who knows, in future there will be many African companies in different countries that can supply some Open RAN software and hardware that can work with other vendors in their national operators networks. I am confident that there is a very bright future for Africa. Thank you.